Right now at 10, the search continues for a missing 22-year-old woman. We are on it live.
And a stunning Hollywood death. One of the Cosby Show kids has died.
Plus, why some La Crosse homeowners are getting fired up over property taxes.
WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. We begin tonight with the search for a missing La Crosse woman. 22-year-old Elliot Hines vanishing over the weekend.
News 8 Now's Jadius McGee joins us live near the Mississippi River where crews were searching earlier today. Jadius.
Hey Emily, I'm live here in La Crosse where the big question still remains: where is Elliot Hines? Drones and divers searched the river near La Crosse's Blue Bridges all day today. Meanwhile, her family and friends asking the public for help. They handed out flyers hoping for anyone to come forward with any information.
We ask that if you have seen anything, even if it's small, anything at all, you please call the La Crosse Police Department. If you have Ring cameras and you think that you might have captured an image of Elliot, please call them.
Elliot was last seen walking southbound on the 500 block of Front Street South at 3:22 a.m. on Sunday. She's 5'4", about 120 pounds, with blonde hair and blue eyes. She was last seen wearing a white t-shirt and jean shorts. Police tell News 8 Now that they are currently being swarmed with tips, hoping that some pan out soon. Reporting live in La Crosse, Jadius McGee, News 8 Now.
Jadius, thank you. A Jackson County Corrections officer is on administrative leave tonight accused of domestic violence. The incident allegedly happened Sunday morning. 23-year-old Christopher J. Loken's fiance called police alleging a domestic incident. The Trempealeau County Sheriff's Office arrested him and is leading the investigation due to the conflict of interest with Jackson County. Loken faces charges of domestic battery, strangulation, and disorderly conduct. He is held at the Trempealeau County Jail.
2 drug busts in Tomah to tell you about. Police arresting 2 La Crosse men for allegedly delivering drugs in Tomah. They are 19-year-old Malik Guerra and 21-year-old Jate McKinney. Guerra is also facing reported reckless homicide charges in the death of a Sparta woman in November of 2023. And deputies arresting 53-year-old Kevin Conant and 37-year-old Kaylee Williams Schaller. A canine finding 47 grams of meth in the vehicle they were in. The female passenger is also accused of bail jumping.
Not guilty pleas for the food service driver accused of delivering drugs to an inmate. Zachariah Borden allegedly delivered a package containing meth to a Monroe County Jail inmate. He was seen on security footage delivering the package. His next court appearance is September 3rd.
The Minnesota State Senator convicted of burglary plans to resign. Senator Nicole Mitchell was found guilty of 2 felony burglary charges Friday. In April of 2024, she was arrested for breaking into her stepmother's house. Today, Mitchell's lawyers said she will resign in 2 weeks after she wraps up her legislative duties. This following calls for her to resign from fellow lawmakers.
Jackson County's emergency management coordinator has died. Jack Workman has worked with the county since 2022. According to the Jackson County Sheriff's Office, he died while at work. While details of his death were not shared, the department said no signs of foul play were found in preliminary information.
Eastbound lanes in I-94 in Menominee are back open after a commercial vehicle crash. According to State Patrol, a vehicle caught fire after being rear-ended just before 11 a.m. Eastbound traffic was backed up 5 miles as heavy wreckers cleaned up. By 3:30, WisDOT had reopened all lanes.
In La Crosse, all lanes of Highland Street are closed from 25th to 26th Street. It's for utility work and road reconstruction. A finish date for that project has not yet been posted. And get this video, a car crashing into a residential building in La Crosse this evening. This one occurring on 6th Street South just after 5 p.m. No word from authorities on any injuries.
Well, it was a little warmer today. Actually, I didn't get outside too much, but it wasn't too unbearable.
No, it actually was below average for the time of year, so it felt actually pretty nice. And this weekend wasn't too bad. Unfortunately, this is going to be the last day we're going to feel these type of conditions because the humidity's going up and the temperature is definitely going up over the next several days and really a bit beyond too going throughout next weekend. But for tonight, you're definitely going to feel the humidity. We have cloudy skies out there right now. There's your high temperatures, about 2 to 3 degrees below average for most areas. In fact, 74 at least, it's even further below. So all in all, Comfortable conditions today. That was the boy. Now there's your relative humidity, their dew points, and once you get in the 70s, you're getting more tropical type muggy conditions, and that is just off to our south. So that's what we're going to see. All those dew points to the west are going to be starting to push further into the area by tomorrow. So 50s and 60s are going on. We're going to get more into the 70s here overall. But right now tonight, just some cloud cover out there, a lot of cloud cover, a few showers I've seen here and there, but most of the activity is say well to the north or overall very isolated activity. Mayflies, yeah, look at that right there. They're hatching once again tonight. The radar is picking that up right now, so something to keep in mind for tomorrow. You'll probably see those once again. Overall, big picture. There's your warm front coming to the north. That is involved with all the play that will be going on. But there's your temperatures getting up to 82. The light showers, and we're meaning very light showers in the morning. The humidity will be higher. Same story for La Crosse. There's an opportunity for some showers in the morning. More sun as we go in the afternoon. The south wind begins to pick up, and we get up to 83, and that's just the start. So later on, we'll break down how hot and humid it is going to get this week, and we'll time out those storm chances and show you when we might actually get back to more seasonable conditions like we had today. A little bit later.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Well, La Crosse homeowners are fired up over their property values at City Hall today. About a dozen homeowners showed up looking for answers. The city assessors reevaluated all city property earlier this summer. The city's property values were just 83% of full market values, and state law mandates cities have to sit between 90 and 110%, hence the reassessment. Homeowners are arguing their new assessments are not accurate for their property.
And it was just rattling off statistics. In fact, I would like AI to even probably decipher what was said in there in a more logical way.
Our CAMA system, our software, is a tool we use to analyze the market and collect data. It's not generated by AI. We are very involved in the process.
Additional homeowners will meet the Citizen Board of Review tomorrow at City Hall starting at 9. Assessments usually happen every 5 years, and officials maintain that a reassessed property value does not guarantee you will see higher property taxes. Demolition on UW-Eau Claire's Zorn Arena has started. Built in 1971, the arena was home to the Blue Gold men and women's basketball teams for decades. It also hosted more than 150 commencement ceremonies and political rallies for future presidents like Richard Nixon, Barack Obama, Donald Trump, and Joe Biden. Brewer Hall, Campus School, and Kerr Theater will also be demolished.
The La Crosse North Community Library hosted a fun community event this evening. Guests enjoyed 6 holes of mini golf that were navigating all throughout the North Library. All of the holes were designed by library staff and volunteers.
Just really fun seeing kids like, oh, I really like that. So it's fun, and there's a bunch of creative ones which I really like, and I'm just excited for the kids to see them.
The library is planning an eco-friendly crafts event and family bingo next week on Monday.
Still to come, what the latest public opinion polls reveal about the president's job performance and the top concerns facing Americans.
Plus, a scare in the sky, a near miss when a plane traveling from Minneapolis came dangerously close to colliding with a military aircraft.
We've done many renovations. We bought an old house and have made it into an up-to-date house. Whenever anything involves plumbing, the first call I make is to Maxwell White. Their technicians put together a great final product.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
It's the summer sales event. Great time to buy. Nice weekend, Hank?
Spectacular. Took the family camping, courtesy of Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 48 years. Morgan?
Baseball tournament. Mike Sports at the Homeland Field.
How about you two?
Mud bath.
Get 0 down, 0% financing plus 0 payments for 90 days on F-150 or lease F-150 for $499 a month with 0 down. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Maxwell White wants you to love your water. Preventative maintenance helps to keep the love going. Maxwell White can get your equipment running right so it can last longer and save you money. Call Maxwell White today. Water conditioning done right.
The Cosby Show star Malcolm Jamal Warner has died. A source told People magazine the actor was on a family trip in Costa Rica and reportedly drowned. He got caught in a high current in the water. Warner was best known for playing Theo Huxtable. He also starred in the sitcom Malcolm and Eddie from 1996 to 2000. Warner was just 54 years old.
The Air Force and the FAA are investigating another potential near-miss incident involving a commercial airliner and a military aircraft, as this massive Air Force B-52 bomber conducted a flyover to kick off the North Dakota State Fair on Friday night. A Delta regional aircraft operated by SkyWest Airlines was forced to take evasive action to avoid a collision with the B-52 bomber. A passenger captured the pilot's announcement after the flight landed safely.
On the right-hand side, you probably saw the airplane kind of sort of coming at us. Just looked over and saw the airplane that was kind of coming on a converging course with us. And so given his speed, it was a military, I don't know how fast they were going, but they were a lot faster than us. I felt it was the safest thing to do to turn behind it. So sorry about the aggressive maneuver. It caught me by surprise. This is not normal at all.
There were 80 people on board the regional jet from Minneapolis operated by SkyWest. The flight landed safely in Minot, and the FAA and Air Force are now investigating.
Assigned seats for Southwest Airline passengers will start January 27th. The company first announced the change last summer. Purchase options will include standard, preferred, and extra legroom seats. Tickets for assigned seats can be purchased beginning next week. Los Angeles airport officials seized nearly 300 pounds of meth today. It was disguised as a shipment of solar panels heading for New Zealand, but it was flagged based on prior intel and intercepted before export.
Well, it's been 6 months since President Trump was sworn into office for a second term, and new poll numbers show support for the president has dropped in recent months, particularly when it comes to the president's immigration policies. CBS News' Erica Brown has more.
As President Trump marks 6 months into his second term, White House officials are touting what they say are some of the president's key accomplishments.
His approval rating with the Republican Party is actually at an all-time high. He's polling 90 to 95% amongst Republicans right now. That's higher than any Republican president or any leader of this party ever. He knows what his supporters want. It's transparency, and he has given them that.
But the president faces continued pressure to release additional information related to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
The president has said if the Department of Justice and the FBI want to move forward with releasing any further credible evidence, they should do so. As to why they have or have not or will, you should ask the FBI about that.
New CBS News polling shows President Trump still enjoys strong support from his base 6 months in, but his overall approval rating is down more than 10 points, and a majority of Americans disapprove of the president's deportation program.
On the president's deportation program, we've seen the start of his administration had majority approval, and that's declined over time. Big story there is the why. We see people saying, slight majority, that the administration is trying to deport more people than they had expected it to.
This comes as the president continues to express dissatisfaction with Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell.
He has been very transparent in expressing his displeasure with Jerome Powell's management of the Fed and also his policies.
And as the president pushes for lower interest rates, he's also scrutinizing the $2.5 billion renovation project underway at the Federal Reserve. On Monday, the Fed posted on its website a behind-the-scenes look at the construction. The White House has called the renovation plans, quote, ostentatious. Erica Brown, CBS News, the White House.
WNBA players are fighting for better pay. A new media rights deal valued at $2.2 billion kicks in next year. Right now, salaries range from $66,000 to just under $250,000. Talks between the league and players are ongoing to replace the 2020 deal, which expires in October.
There is no league without the players. And, you know, the past, present, the ones coming up, they're the ones that have put in the blood, sweat, and tears for the new money that's coming in.
According to the latest league numbers, TV viewership is up 23% compared to last year, attendance up 13%, and merchandise sales up 40%. In a Newsday Now poll, we asked, should WNBA players make as much as NBA players? 41% say yes, 56% say no, 3% were unsure. We'll have more news ahead.
But first,
as mentioned, it's going to get hot, humid eventually by Wednesday, so we'll detail how much our temperatures will go up. and we'll try to time out when the storms will actually come through too. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
I have been working at Firefighters Credit Union for over 20 years and been in the mortgage business for 30 years. We get a lot of people that like to shop around, and I encourage people to shop around for mortgages. And the one thing that you hear over and over is that we're for real. What they hear on the commercials is what they see when they come and see any of our employees. All these things together are what make Firefighters Credit Union the team you can trust.
Everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering. Like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
During the Chevy 4th of July sales event, well-qualified buyers get 0% APR, plus $1,000 cash allowance. That's over $7,000 total value on this Silverado, plus $4,500 total cash allowance for current Chevy owners.
Soar into a new career at Eagle Crest Communities.
After high school, I joined Eagle Crest Communities. I did not know what I wanted to do for a career, and I really found a passion for working with our senior population. They care about me just as much as I care about them. Being able to be a part of their day is a really special thing for me, and it's given me a purpose in life.
Learn more at eaglecrestlife.org.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Hey Nick, what's your usual?
Yeah, please.
How's your day going?
Well, pretty good. Air conditioning went out at the house, and I got some guys coming over to fix it.
Nothing that G&T can't take your mind off of, right?
Oh, absolutely, man. I can always depend on G&T to put my mind at ease.
Especially when I make them, eh?
Well, I'm talking about G&T heating and air conditioning. They have never let me down.
Call G&T. For the best heating and air conditioning, guaranteed.
Maybe I should switch to G&T.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're getting back into more of our typical end of July type pattern that goes in August with some heat, humidity. We go up, we come back down, and we have rounds of thunderstorms in between. So that's what to be expect too. But overnight, you'll notice as you wake up, the humidity levels start coming back up. Those dew points of 70, kind of getting back into the area. There's still opportunities for some showers overnight, very light showers, maybe sprinkles as much, kind of lifting north really as the more moist air begins to surge northeastward. So that's an opportunity in the morning. Any amounts of showers will be very light, trace amounts will be expected. That may continue through the first few hours in the morning. Otherwise, the clouds will begin to break up more towards the afternoon time frame. That wind will start picking up, and then we'll start basically be seeing a dry afternoon for the most part. Now, there's an opportunity for a little bit of shower or thunderstorm activity as we go towards the late afternoon, but I think most areas will stay dry. It's going in focus is more later tomorrow night, as we begin to see a focus area in central Iowa, and then there's an area just well north and northeast Minnesota. Those two areas we got to keep because I'll mention what we're going to expect to see it. There's some activity that could actually get closer to Ladysmith later on tomorrow night. The other area of focus, maybe for a few showers later towards midnight or thereafterwards, is this area down by Decorah that may lift northeastward too. But you can see all the activity right on the top of the screen right there. Right now the trend has been keeping that further north than what it was earlier today, so that's the good news. I don't think we'll see much in the way of activity of that. But this area will begin to expand tomorrow night, providing more opportunity for some showers, maybe a storm. It's going to be light amounts of activity that could lift northeastward once again late tomorrow night and then linger through Wednesday morning before then we kind of dry out. And really that's what you'll see is we're going to be dry out in the Wednesday afternoon, and then the cold front will eventually get closer. That maybe Wednesday night, maybe late in the night, we'll start seeing a line of thunderstorms begin to develop to the west. That'll come through the area potentially Wednesday night or into Thursday. as that activity then pushes through. So once we get to Thursday, we're going to have a boundary sitting across. So we will have showers and thunderstorms at some point Thursday, maybe even Thursday afternoon. It's not going to be an all-day type of rain, but that's when we'll start feeling at least a little bit cooler. Maybe it's not so much humidity level, but we will start to see some changes going on briefly too. Now the severe threat for tomorrow is really just west of all that activity, and right now it looks like even better as you go further north. This actually might be pulled further north as we go out tomorrow, given the latest trend is. Overall, the rest of the activity is very unlikely to see severe weather going on. Now, the next period is a little bit more better of opportunity because of that line I showed you along with the front. So that opportunity would be probably Wednesday night for the area, not so much Wednesday, going into maybe early Thursday if it holds together, but it does have a weakening trend. So that would be damaging winds and flooding potential. But for tomorrow's highs, getting back to highs, mid to upper 80s, plenty of more humidity out there to focus on. Going into Wednesday too. Now we'll start off Wednesday potentially not getting below 80. So it's a very muggy, warm Tuesday. These heat indices values going into Wednesday, if we don't have a lot of cloud cover, because that could keep the temps down, we could see heat index values in the afternoon at 1 to 105 for a few hours. Once again, this all depends on cloud cover too, how warm we get. But the good news is it's really one day, because Thursday we'll start bringing the temps back down, still humid conditions as we go throughout. And then Friday, probably the best day of the week minus today. We'll get back to close to average, and then we're going to kind of swing the temperatures back up. Sunday's getting a little bit more hazy, even hot, before we start seeing a front now once again kind of sag south Monday and Tuesday. And if you're looking for conditions like we've had last week or even today, the end of next week looks like we might flip that whole switch and get back to like upper 70s, low 80s, kind of more refreshing conditions too. So that's on the horizon, but for right now it's just hot, hazy, hot, and humid coming.
Yeah, end of July.
Yeah, typically. Yep.
Thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, running for two. The story of a man and his adorable running partners. Plus, the Packers ink a deal with one of the top linemen at the position ahead of training camp. Jacob is next.
We're celebrating Home Furniture's 51st anniversary. Right now, get our best finance offer ever and pay no interest until 2030. Get this sectional for just $19 a month, or pay cash and get an extra 10% off, just $8.99. The 51st anniversary sale, now at Home Furniture.
Dutch Boy. It's only paint. It's only paint that goes on easy with a super smooth finish. It's only paint that battles even the toughest challenges, like keeping that neon orange under wraps. It's only paint that will inspire you to write your masterpiece. It's only paint that will help you become TV's hottest writer, where one day you'll meet this guy who started that thing. So yeah, it's only paint. Only durable, dependable, change your life both professionally and romantically. Dutch Boy Paint.
This river wasn't dammed in a day, and GMC trucks weren't built overnight. Like every American achievement, they are a result of dedication. Over 100 years dedicated to the art of engineering and the ambition to always move this country forward. Celebrate Independence Day. Get 0% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. That's over $4,300 in average finance savings. Visit your best choice GMC dealer today.
He promised to bring down our costs. But Congressman Derek Van Orden just voted to make our electric rates skyrocket. His plan removes clean energy from the electric grid, creating an energy shortage. So now the power companies are saying, quote, "We're going to force electricity prices to the moon." How does Van Orden expect us to afford that? So the next time you open your electricity bill and see a bigger number, remember that Congressman Van Orden's plan made our rates go up.
It's the patio closeout sale at Home Seasonal Concepts. Get up to an extra 50% off regular prices or pay no interest until 2030 on the best selection of porch and patio in the Midwest. Right now during the patio closeout sale at Home Seasonal Concepts.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lansendorf.
Well, Roger Pedretti's race isn't just against the clock. It's a journey of family and memory with every step of the tennis shoe and hoof, keeping a cherished legacy alive. As the saying goes, life is a race. And Roger Pedretti knows a thing or two about races, except he's got some company when he's out running.
See, I'm getting pulled along. There's nothing to it. Oh, okay.
Roger has competed in pack burro racing for the last 21 years. It's a sport where you run beside your donkey while it carries a saddle with a pick, pan, and shovel. an ode to the miners back in the 1940s. But Roger's start came by honoring someone very close to him. His older brother, Rob, passed away back in 2004. Rob was the first Pedretti to dominate the Packboro circuit, and after he was gone, Roger decided to carry on his legacy.
It's been an honor and, you know, a good thing for all of us as we've celebrated his memory over all these years going out to these races.
This is Pedro.
Good boy, Pedro.
The 10-year-old donkey that will be running alongside Roger for the 30-mile race in this year's World Championships in Fairplay, Colorado.
He's just a gentle giant of a donkey. He can really, really run fast. I don't think there's very many that can outrun him.
But Pedro isn't the only donkey that the Pedrettis get trained for Packboro racing. Call, Teddy, and Samaritan are some of the other burros that the Pedrettis own. And the key to turning them into good racers is pretty simple.
You spend a lot of time with them. Good boy. 2 or 3 days a week, you know, almost year round. We get out here, you can handle them. We can do anything with these guys because you build up a trust with them over the years, you know.
And in less than a week, Roger and Pedro will have quite the support system out in Colorado.
We usually have 25 to 35 people wearing the Team Pedretti shirts, kind of take over the Hand Hotel where the race starts and finishes. And it's turned into a really good memorial for our late brother, Rob.
From the first step to the finish line,
come on.
It's all about heart, hustle, and a trusty burro.
My age is climbing, getting older and older, but I don't feel much older as I keep on coming out and training with these guys. It keeps you feeling like, you know, you can do things that you never thought you'd be able to do at that age. Oh.
And Roger will be joined by one of his nephews and his nephew's friends who run for Rutgers, and all will be sporting those bright yellow shirts, and he hopes they can all finish inside the top 10. That race beginning this Sunday at 11:15 a.m. Central Time. Well, on Wednesday at 10:30, Packers training camp kicks off, and one of the premier offensive linemen in the league has a new deal. Zach Tom and the franchise agreeing to a 4-year, $88 million extension worth up to $92 million. Tom was a 4th-round draft pick out of Wake Forest back in 2022 and has started 39 games since entering the league. He was the highest graded right tackle last season by Pro Football Focus, and this deal makes him the 9th highest paid tackle in football. Brewers and Twins both on the West Coast beginning series tonight. Milwaukee leads Seattle in the 8th, 4-0. Great outing once again by Brandon Woodruff. Meanwhile, Minnesota trailing the Dodgers by 2. And in the Northwoods League tonight, the Loggers dropped their 5th in a row in walk-off fashion against the Express, and the Steam gets swept in a doubleheader by Madison 6-4 and 9-3. And how about this? It's lucky number 7 for Holman's own Livy Papadopoulos, as over the weekend up in Hayward, she locked up her 7th consecutive world title at the Lumberjack World Championships. This weekend, there was a bit of a twist in the final duel. For the first time in history, 2 Cooley region athletes faced off for the fight for gold, and it was Livy who defeated Aini Anderson, who is also from Holman. Papadopoulos has been a coach for Anderson since she was 7 years old. Livy's the 3rd woman ever to win 7 straight, so that's elite company right there, so big congratulations.
She's on a roll.
Absolutely. And I love the story earlier with the Packboro racing as well. It's something I had no idea existed.
It's exciting.
It's the beauty of summer. We're talking about log rolling. We're talking about donkey racing. I mean,
there's something for everybody.
There
during
really
the summer
is.
months.
There really is. So you got to find something to talk about, and that's what we try to do here. So.
Yeah, vote for Pedro. That's what it was,
burro.
guys.
Thanks, Jacob.
Worth it. Thanks, guys.
All right, more news right after this.
Up to 58% off list at the huge anniversary sale at Slumberland. Lots of big deals, like these stylish sofas for just $5.99. Don't miss the Sealy mattress for just $3.99. The huge anniversary sale at Slumberland.
A home you love. A business that endures. It takes your vision, your hard work, and your dedication to bring them to life. The right tools help. Case IH truly understands your vision and what you need to achieve it. That's why we build the equipment, the local dealer and service network, and the data and tech you want today and tomorrow. Because we don't just build our equipment to work. We built it to work for you.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships, now including La Crosse and Richland Center.
In 1969, Taco John's combined Western traditions with Mexican flavors and created West Mex. More than 50 years later, it still tastes like a good idea. Get crispy tacos for just $1.39 every Taco Tuesday, only at Taco John's.
Where there's a flooded basement, musty crawl space, or wood rot, there's an answer.
American Waterworks. For more than 30 years, American Waterworks has been solving homeowners' toughest waterproofing problems. Schedule your free inspection and estimate today.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
It's the summer sales event. Great time to buy. Nice weekend, Hank?
Spectacular. Took the family camping, courtesy of Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 48 years. Morgan?
Baseball tournament. My sports at the Homeland Field.
How about you two?
Mud bath.
Get 0 down, 0% financing plus 0 payments for 90 days on Bronco. Or lease Bronco for $4.99 a month with 0 down. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Ryan wants to get every new device that's smart. I'm wondering, how can the internet handle all of this?
We have Spectrum Internet. We use it for everything. Homework, remote work from home, doing research for trips.
Spectrum Internet allows us to do things faster and more conveniently.
I feel like that's a win-win for everybody.
Fast, reliable internet starting at $30 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep you connected.
People come in different sizes. That's why Slumberland invented the Any Size One Low Price mattress sale. No matter what size mattress, twin, full, queen, or king, you pay just one low price. Get this memory foam for just $99, only at Slumberland.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Someone has eaten the viral $6 million banana art again. Maurizio Catalan's artwork, titled Comedian, is at a museum in France.
Wild. It's exactly what it looks like, a real banana duct taped to a wall. According to the museum, someone ate the fruit on July 12th. The security team acted quickly, according to internal procedures, and reinstalled a fresh banana a few minutes later. The gallery did not file a police report. The artwork had also been eaten back in 2019. Oh boy.
I'm guessing
this is
they
a
didn't.
Real issue.
Well, I'm guessing they didn't file because police would have just laughed in their face.
Yeah, this is heaven forbid.
High class art stolen? Oh, it's a banana.
I mean, at
not
least,
worth our time.
No, at least it's cheap and quick to replenish, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
this is just.
The intern could have replaced it.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know this was a big issue. Okay, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after the break.
Fudge could be so dandy. Pop in to Valley Fudge and Candy.
You're thinking about new windows and doors. I've been thinking about new windows and doors for over 40 years. You're thinking about the best window at the best price. I'm thinking about the best window at the best price for you. The best quality, installed by professional installers at a fair price. If you're planning new windows and doors, you owe it to yourself to contact the Board Store Home Improvements for a prompt free estimate. You'll be glad you did. Contact us today.
Drive your story with a new Ram.
Take your next adventure in a new Jeep from Pischke Motors.
Get employee pricing plus for a limited time only. Get your favorite Jeep, Ram, Dodge, or Chrysler during the Employee Pricing Plus sales event. Employee pricing for all means anyone can get exclusive employee pricing on these new vehicles. This opportunity won't last long, so stop into Pischke Motors now. This offer ends July 31st. Go to Pischke.com, Pischke Motors West Salem, or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
Hey, Dominic here. We always get asked, what do you have for ground pork? With over 40 blends at our outlet store, we recommend these 4. Bavarian sausage, breakfast sausage, Italian, and pork. First, you need ground pork, preferably from a local meat shop. Mix in 2 to 3 teaspoons of please name per pound, make into patties, and cook thoroughly until done. All 4 of these choices will make great tasting sausage patties, and they're low in sodium. Get these seasonings and more at the outlet store. And it's time to pig out.
Soar into a new career at Eagle Crest Communities.
What keeps me at Eagle Crest are the people that I work with. I enjoy my team so much. I look forward to seeing them every day. I enjoy our monthly meetings, getting to see the other managers from the other facilities and collaborate. I motivate my team by bringing us back to why we're here, going through our residents, getting to know them. You feel like you're really part of a big mission to help our residents have a full and healthy life.
Learn more at eaglecrestlife.org.
I never knew fudge could be so dandy. Pop in to Fudge and Candy.
All right, unfortunately, they are back. The mayflies have just hatched, so something to keep in mind of.
It's like a rainstorm. Jeez.
So, otherwise, a few showers, storms potentially, but hot and humid coming Wednesday. That's the big story Wednesday, probably for a lot of people.
Yeah, just stay indoors on Wednesday.
Maybe the mayflies won't like Tuesday's weather, Wednesday's weather. Will go away.